the first to know when we release a new webisode, sign up to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, or to receive our email updates. See details at www.hivtalkshow.com.
I just want to thank y'all for coming on. Y'all have inspired me and challenged me and taught me so much, and I want to thank you personally for coming on today. We only have a few more minutes left, and I'm going to start with you, Charles. The take-home message that you want everyone to hear. What do you want them to hear? And I want to go around the room and everybody just tell everyone your take-home message. So start with you.
Well, I'll say three things. The first thing is the importance of having an HIV prevention toolkit. Yes, condoms are useful, but we also need to look at developing rectal microherpicides. We need to look at developing further pre-exposure prophylaxis and other HIV prevention technologies that can work alongside condoms to help reduce the incidence of HIV in gay men in particular, but just everyone else in general. The second thing I would offer is don't be afraid to question. Don't be afraid to challenge. Don't be afraid to resist dogma and ideology. Like, question things, do research, seek information. And finally, www.thedeeperloveproject.org.
Deeperlove?
Thedeeperloveproject.org. Yes.
Okay. Mike.
I guess I'll just offer everyone. I'm thinking a lot about communities of colors and the ways in which not just sexual but just kind of community manifests. Gay community or queer community manifests within these larger microcosms of communities of color. And I would just challenge everyone to really interrogate the roles that heteronormativity and heterosexism and patriarchy play in the ways that we look at gender and how that influences our risky sexual behavior and our romantic and even platonic relationships with one another.
I would like us to think about responsibility, both in the Black gay community, but in the Black community as a whole and in our society as a whole. I think sometimes we do this thing where we diffuse responsibility. We place it on those who are positive, or we place it on the gay community. And I think we need to realize that HIV affects all of us as Black men, Black gay men, as people in general. And I think that said, that we all have a responsibility to do what we can to fight this disease and to support each other, those who are living with it and those who are affected by it.
I just want to leave with something that Charles mentioned earlier, that I think spreading the message of love, has more healing power than a lot of the prevention efforts that exist now. And we live in a society that lives and thrives and feeds off of fear. And in some cases that works, but when we're talking about HIV prevention, it clearly has not worked. And so I think if we let the message be love, that will do a multitude of good, and a lot of lives could be changed just with that alone.
I agree.
There was so many good things that was said. I'd just basically say always embrace learning. I mean, you learn from everything. I'm just listening to these brothers, I'm learning. And just being here in this space, I'm learning. So it's just every experience I have with somebody, whether I agree with them or not, I'm learning something because I can use it for my next argument. And so it's like, well, actually, there are people who think this way. So it's just like, embrace learning.
Wonderful. Anya?
I imagine that this conversation can be very overwhelming for some people, and I just say patience, and the more you know, the better you'll do, and you might not get it all right away, just as long as you take your time and find out everything that you need to know.
And Joe?
I would really like to embrace a feeling where we understand the power that we have in the small social circles that we keep, because when it comes down to it, even if you have a bucket full of water, it's made up of little droplets. And so I would hope that we can embrace the thought of stopping judgment and stopping shame and beginning more affirmation within our own personal circles, because once we start doing that and realize how much power we have in our hands and in our words, then we'd be amazed the ripple effect that has with everyone else.
That's wonderful. Now, Charles, what is the website for Aid Atlanta? Because I want to thank Aid Atlanta for letting y'all come here today, because they are a great organization and do so much good work.
Definitely.
So, and how do they contact you at Aid Atlanta? Not
Well,
you personally, but Aid Atlanta.
Aid Atlanta. The website is www.aidatlanta. That's AID Atlanta.org. Again, www.aidatlanta.org. And you can contact the number at 404-870-7700. 404-870-7700. And Aid Atlanta really is an amazing organization. We're the largest ASO in the Southeast, and we have AIDS Walk coming up, so definitely feel free to start an AIDS Walk team or donate to AIDS Walk, because really and truly we do great work, and I know we don't, I think it would be arrogant to say we save lives, but we definitely touch lives.
I don't know. I think we probably save lives.
I think so too.
I think so too. Also, can you say your Deeper Love website one more time?
And one more time, it's www.thedeeperloveproject.org. That's www.thedeeperloveproject.org.
I want to thank all my guests today. They've done such a great job, and there's so much more to talk about, and I'm sorry we only have such a short amount of time. But we are going to be doing hopefully more shows about this topic and bringing y'all back. I hope you come back. Thanks y'all so much.